The solitude and the noise from the ship's engine were both perfect for his purpose. He closed the door and put his suitcase on the floor next to the bed. He was sweating and took off his hat, then his big coat. He looked at the reflection in the mirror in the small bathroom. The voice filled the room. "Finally, I feel so lonely when kept in the dark."
"You'll never be alone again, Dee Dee. Never again."
Chapter 1. April 1970. It was the happiest day in the lives of Mr. and Mrs. Rossetti, the day they were going to have their baby. It happened on a Monday, and Mr. Rossetti had already left for his job at the railway station at Roma Termini when his wife went into labor. He was walking across the Piazza dei Cinquecento in the heart of the city when his good colleague Piero came running towards him from the proud building that contained the central station of Rome, and had done so since it was constructed in 1867.
"Salvatore! Salvatore!"
Piero yelled.
"What's going on?"
Salvatore Rossetti asked, startled. Piero caught his breath.
"It's your wife. She's in labor. You better hurry to the hospital. They called less than 5 minutes ago."
Salvatore felt a dizziness. He could hardly believe his ears. Was this it? Was this finally it? There were still 3 days till she was due. Piero smiled and put his hand on Salvatore's shoulder. He laughed.
"It is happening, Salvatore. You are going to be a father, you lucky bastard. Now come with me. You can take my Vespa."
Salvatore rushed through Rome's heavy morning traffic, thinking of nothing but how his life was about to change. For the better, of course. That's what they said, wasn't it?
"Your life will never be the same again. Once a father, always a father."
Yes, that was what he had been looking forward to for the past many months. He was young, only 21, but knew he was ready to become a father. Salvatore pushed the Vespa in front of the hospital and stormed inside. A nurse told him to wait in the waiting area till the doctor came out. His wife was still in labor, they said. No baby yet. Salvatore nodded humbly and sat down in a chair in the waiting room where another expectant father was waiting impatiently and anxiously. He was sweating and walked around restlessly. The two of them shook hands.
"My brother's wife had complications,"
the other man said.
"They told him there was nothing they could do. That's why I'm nervous. Most of the time it goes perfectly well, but sometimes things simply go wrong."
Salvatore nodded. He had never thought of the possibility that something could go wrong. It was, after all, something that happened every day all over the world, wasn't it? It was the most natural thing in the world. Finally, the door to the room opened and a doctor showed up. He looked at both of them with a serious expression. "Signor Moretti?" The other man in the waiting room looked anxiously at the doctor.
"That's me. Is she all right?"
Finally, the doctor smiled. "She's fine. They're both fine. You had a baby girl." The man roared with joy.
"A girl!"
He turned and looked at Salvatore with a victorious expression.
"Did you hear that? It's a girl! It's a girl!"
"Felicitazioni," the doctor said. Then he turned around and left the room. Salvatore felt a huge lump in his throat.
"Congratulations,"
he said to the man who was still cheering loudly.
I'm a father! I'm a father! I can't believe it! And you will be soon, too! We will both be fathers! Ha ha! This is amazing, I tell you!"
Salvatore nodded with his head bent. He had no idea how long this would take. He stared at the door the doctor had gone through while biting his lip. His hands were getting sweaty. He got up and walked to the window and looked out at the many people transporting themselves from one place to another. Happy, smiling faces from people going to work, or tourists exploring his great city. Meanwhile, he was hearing his older brother's voice in his mind.
"Your life will never be the same."
Finally, the door opened and another doctor came in. His expression was as serious as the first one had been. It didn't have to mean anything, did it? "Signor Rossetti?" the doctor said.
"That's me,"
Salvatore stuttered. "I'm afraid I have some bad news." Salvatore's heart stopped. His hands were shaking.